Is this glare too distracting? I like these glasses though. So for the folks who don't know, I'm currently traveling through Europe right now. And I would say before I started traveling, one of my biggest concerns was what to do with all of this, right? As you can see, I'm natural. I have an Afro. And I am just betrothed to my products. Like, it was terrifying for me to go to another country and not be able to have access to Miss Mama's and her people. And I didn't know what to do. So when I first left the US, I overpacked, and now I would say I'm probably like 7 or 8 months in my journeys, and I've just thrown a lot of stuff away. I just let it go. I had to let a lot of things go. So a lesson that I had to learn, right, was that, yes, you're going to a place where they got a lot of white people over here, okay? In Europe, lots of white people. That's where they come from. And you're not going to be able to find exactly the products that you're used to, but you also aren't going to the moon. You aren't going to Mars. And there are options available for you if you just have a little bit of patience and a little bit of creativity, right? So when I was in Albania, I will say one thing about Albanian people. They got a little curl to them. Their hair, they got a little So I don't know how secluded Albania really is. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Africa's right there. It's right there. Look at a map. I'm just saying, like, some of y'all, and a lot of people say, well, for a while, Albania was colonized by Turkey. For a while, Albania was colonized by like Italy. And so like there was a lot of like cross-cultural exchange that was going on in those times. And so maybe that's what like the darker hair color, the olive skin, the curlier texture didn't, maybe, but black recognize black. Okay. That's just true to you. And because of that, there are hair care products here that sort of cater to thicker, curlier hair. So, I've tried a couple of those. I'll give my review. We can talk about it. It's not like how it was let's say I stayed in Barcelona for a couple months, and Barcelona absolutely 1000% did not have things that I could put in my hair for my hair texture. And if they did, it was like severely overpriced. Like when I was in Barcelona, a bottle of miel was like 18 euros, which is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. So here I was able to get this bottle in particular from a website. And basically you order it online, and then they send out like a courier. They send out a courier to your place, and they drop it off to you. If you know anything about Albania, you know that like getting certain things is kind of tricky, because like they have Amazon, but they don't have like the delivery is kind of sketchy. Like my address in Albania, it's difficult for delivery guys to find me because there's not really an address. It's just like a street number, and then you got to come outside, and homeboy gonna call you, and homeboy don't speak English, and it's a whole thing. So the address situation is kind of funky, but things get to me. I haven't had a package delivered yet. And I don't know. I've talked to some people to figure out how they get around those things, but it's just easier to find locally sourced, either locally or things that you can find in the grocery store. It's just easier to do it that way, to find things in the grocery store, or to find like, to go to like a hair place and see and ask like, did you have something for my texture? Like, it's just easier to do it that way than to have to go online and find something and then have them ship it to you, and then it'd be like a long process for you to get it. One of my homegirls had she was looking for a perm, and I was like, you're not gonna find a perm here. She was looking for a perm, and I think she was getting it shipped from the UK to Albania, and that package came to her 3 weeks late. It's just not worth it. It just doesn't make sense to do it. Yeah. So I want to talk about some of the things I have tried while I was here. Guess what I was able to find? Now, I've been natural since 2011. Damn, I'm old. I've been natural since like 2011. And when I first went natural, I used to swear by Cantu. But that was also when I was making my own like oils and stuff, and like really getting into my bag, and like, I'm gonna love myself, and my hair is my wealth, and my hair is my crown, and all this other stuff. You know, when you first go natural, I think Cantu is fine. But I haven't used Cantu in years. No shade to Cantu. I'm sure they're great. They're fine. They work, right? They work. But it's just not my first choice, especially with Target coming out with like Target supporting all the Black owned hair care products, and even finding things in your local beauty shop, going online and there's just so many options right now in the US that Cantu is not that girl anymore. But overseas, like, she'll do, especially since we've had a terrible summer with like record highs. Albania is very hot and very dry, and my fro needs a lot of love. I spent a large portion of my summer in Spain and in Albania, and you would think in Spain you're near the water, it wouldn't be that bad. It's still bad. My hair was, you know, but at that time I still had a lot of the products that I came with. I found that in Albania though, my hair was getting really, really dry, brittle, and just not as moist as I would like it to be. So I really had to figure out what to do. So something I incorporated into my routine, I found a good shampoo, but I actually don't wash my hair. Anybody with natural hair, you probably should only be washing your hair once a week, if that. For me, because it's so dry here, I probably wash my hair once every 2 weeks. And I've been using the Pantene. Can you see that? So I think this is a part of the Gold series. So if you know anything about Pantene, the Black people got the gold containers, or the brown. And those were actually created by African-American scientists, allegedly. And so it works pretty well for my hair. It does what it needs to do. So I wash and condition. Usually, sometimes I'll follow with, this is a, what do we call it? It's a hair mask, right? This is also Pantene. It's a hair superfood. This works really well for my hair. So when it's wash day, I'll usually wash my hair, condition, and then follow with the hair mask. It was recommended to use this Garnier leave-in stuff. So no, that's not English, but there is an English, there is an English comparison of this product. I'll put up a picture. This really didn't work for me. I don't know if it's for the girlies with the 3C hair. It didn't really work for me. It just didn't hold moisture like I needed it to. And that's when I started to incorporate the hair mask. Something that I'm going to try my wash day is coming up. I'm probably gonna do it either today or tomorrow. So something that I really want to try, and if anybody is interested, I'll let you know. But this brand is one I found here. It's called Gliss. Can you see that? It's called Gliss, and this is supposed to be a shampoo and conditioner. They also have an oil treatment set that's like kind of like a leave-in. And it's supposed to be for thicker, curlier hair. I'm gonna give it a try. I don't believe it's Albanian. I think it's Greek, but I have to look into it. A lot of products here are going to be from Greece, or they're going to be German, or they're going to be, they're not going to be US products necessarily, but they'll be somewhere in Europe that I can find in Albania. But yeah, so this product has really good reviews. This is the conditioner that goes with it. And I'll probably try that for my wash day this week. Another thing that I want to rave about, and if you guys follow me on TikTok, you'll know I these days I swear by this, and I need to get another container. This super milk, if I go back to the US, I might just get this. Now, I did look this up. This was created by a Black woman. And I'm into it. I'm into it. It's not what I thought. Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, when I first got to Albania, I saw this product and I was like, you know, and the little lady in the store came up to me and was like, this is for curly hair. This is for African hair. And I was like, okay. Cause you know, sometimes people don't, I think they're trying to sell to you, but they aren't familiar with, I don't know if it's the Black customer. I don't know if it's the English speaking customer. They aren't familiar with the things that will appeal to you for you to sell, for you to buy something. So they come to you and they just say a bunch of random awkward stuff, right? And I was like, okay, girl, you see what my hair look like? Walk on by. Like, I'm gonna look at the ingredients, I'm gonna walk on by. But I was like, after, you know, I was running low on my products that I had brought with me, and I was like, I have to do something with my hair. Somebody told me, girl, just put olive oil. That's not gonna work, because what's happening is homegirl's not retaining moisture, right? So I was like, I need something to do with my hair. So they have a whole line at Lush. And I've used, this is the, I don't know if you can see it. This is the Curl Power. This is what I use for my twist out. I use the Curl Power, Renee's Shea Souffle. So I've been using it. You can't find shea butter nowhere here. So when I saw that this was shea butter, I was like, I need it. I want it. I need it. But this is Renee's Shea Souffle. So I'll use that. I'll do the lock method. And then throughout the week, if I feel like I need a little touch up, I'll refresh my twist with this. They have this Revive stuff. I want to go back and get more just because I find that this really works for me. And, you know, it's not my usual, but the appeal is that these come in like really small containers. And so like the usual stuff that I use, like the whole miel, this is what I usually, when I was living in Texas, this is what I would swear by, right? And I had my whole routine. But the problem with that is this is a ginormous bottle. And all of the bottles in the series are pretty big like this. What I like about this stuff is it's very small. I can pack this up in my little travel thing and they don't bother nobody. It don't bother nobody. I don't have to worry about. Another thing is too, is like sometimes I'll forget to lock and it'll squirt out. But I told myself I would go back and get some more. I'm already running low on the hair milk, the super milk. So I'm definitely going to go. And I'm probably going to get a big container of the super milk because I really enjoy this stuff as a leave-in. It honestly, it starts... These people need to sponsor me. It works so well because, like, you know, when our hair gets wet, it shrinks up. And it's really tight and it's difficult to comb through. You spray this, so I'll section my hair off and I'll spray it. I can pull a brush straight through it. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then it's moisturized. So like even now, I haven't put anything in my hair in I would say about a week. And it's still like, it probably doesn't look that way on camera because I'm, probably doesn't look that way on camera, but it's still, there's still moisture in my hair from it. The lighting is weird, so it probably looks a little dry, but there's still moisture in my hair from it. And this is, mind you, I think the last time I even retwisted was a little under a week ago. So when I tell you my hair has been losing moisture so quickly in this heat, that it was just really dry to the point where like I met up with this Nigerian girl and she's been living in Albania for a few years now. And she was like, yeah, when I first got here, I had beautiful hair like yours. And then like I had to cut it because, you know, like yours is getting dry. And I was like mine. She trying to shade me. She was trying to shade me. It's all right. It's all right. I know what my hair look like. But after that conversation, I was like, oh, I need to get something to put in my hair. Right? So I just wanted to talk about what I've been doing. Figure out what works for you. Obviously, your hair is gonna be different than mine. Your hair needs different things. But I just think it's important for our hair not to be the thing that's standing in the way of us having these great experiences. Because like I said, I love Albania so far. I've enjoyed my time there. And it would have sucked if I didn't go because I was like, there's no black people there. I ain't gonna have nothing to do with my hair. Do you know what I mean? So that's my take.